Good afternoon, Facebook. Welcome to our Facebook Live Q&A series. It is September. I can't believe it's September already, but thank you for stopping your scroll to spend some time with us this afternoon for our Facebook Live Q&A. It's our Working for Business series. Working for Business is our tagline, and it's the very core and center of what we do as an organization. So I want to thank you for supporting this organization. Thank you for being a partner. Also, those of you that are out there and maybe someone shared this video and you got a hold of it to watch it, thank you for supporting local business in the Catawba Valley region or the greater Hickory Metro region, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm Lindsay Kiesler, President and CEO of the Chamber of Catawba County, and it's such a privilege every month to do these interviews. I get to shine a light on entrepreneurs across our community that are doing incredible things. They have started a business and they're growing a business in the Hickory Metro region. And I am just privileged and couldn't feel more humbled to work and walk alongside of these individuals in their journey. So today you're going to get to hear from one of those. And I'm going to get to her in just a minute. But again, thank you. If you're just hopping on, thanks for joining us. If you're here with me, since this is a live interview, and by the way, if you're catching the replay, thanks for click and play. But if you're here live, you've got that live red box in the top corner. Say hello to me. Say hello to me, Facebook land, so that I don't feel like I'm alone here. So thank you again for stopping in and for saying hello. Also, just so I know my comments are working, because you do have an opportunity to add a comment or ask a question during this interview. Go ahead and tell me, what is your favorite morning beverage? And I'm giving you a hint, kind of a spoiler alert to our special guest today, if I can get the words out. But what is your favorite morning beverage? I've got mine right here. I'm a big coffee drinker, and I'm seeing maybe some of you are as well. So drop me a comment. What is your favorite morning beverage? Or just say hello. I like that too. But without further ado, before we get into our the meat of our interview with my special guest, before I intro her, I would love to say thank you to our series sponsor. So Mike Kelly, he's the founder and broker of Hickory Real Estate Group. Mike has joined us today, and I know he would like to say hello. So Mike, thank you for joining me, and thank you for being our sponsor.
Hey, Lindsay, thanks for having me on today, and thanks for letting us sponsor this series. I've really enjoyed it all year, and it's just been a great way for entrepreneurs in our area to kind of highlight these businesses and kind of tell us all what they're all about. And since we are our own little business as well, kind of love to see everybody in the community, and some of these small businesses really get to be highlighted, and so people can kind of learn a little bit more about them. But I'm Mike Kelly from Hickory Real Estate Group, and we have Hickory Real Estate Group. We have over 30 agents in our market that can help people buy or sell homes. And the market, I've been talking a little bit over the last probably 2 or 3 years now, about how there's just not a lot of inventory out there for houses for people to buy. So if anybody's ever thinking of selling their house, there probably wouldn't be a better time to sell than now. I can't imagine that there would be one. So if you are, please keep us in mind. If you want to find us online, our website is hickoryrealestategroup.com. And we also have a Facebook page that a lot of people follow us on. We post our listings on there, and like kind of newsy events of things having to do with real estate in our area. So please follow us on Facebook. And again, we just thanks for the opportunity to talk. And thank you for putting this on. It's really a great series.
Mike, always a pleasure to have you on here. Thank you for, if you didn't know, Mike Kelly is also one of our board members. So I want to thank him for his leadership with the business community in general and this organization. But thank you also for being our series sponsor. Thanks for hopping on. All right. Well, and now this is your opportunity. Those of you that are watching live, I thank you for joining us. I did ask a question earlier if you missed it. So I'm going to ask it again. What is your favorite morning beverage? And what am I kidding? It's not just morning beverage. It's all day beverage for me. What do you like to drink in the morning? And maybe you carry it on throughout the day like I do. Drop that in the comments. And yeah, I see your comments. So thank you. So a few of you like iced chai lattes or white chocolate mocha. Some of you really like the white chocolate mocha from actually the coffee bar, which you're going to hear from Kristen Johnson here shortly. Decaf coffee with oat milk. Awesome. Keep them coming. Thank you for engaging with me. So just a reminder, this is a live interview. You could also catch the replay. So thank you for stopping in, but I want you to react to this video. If you like something that Kristen has to say or that I have to say, if you can give us some likes and some hearts and some wow faces. Also drop some comments. You keep commenting throughout this interview. You can also ask a question, but most importantly, you can share the video or start a watch party so that more people can hear from Kristen and learn about the coffee bar, her business. So thank you in advance for engaging with this interview so that more people can hear what Kristen has to say and can learn about her business. So this is the Facebook Live Q&A series. We do this every month, backed by popular demand, actually continued by popular demand. You guys have really liked these interviews, and I hope that that continues. It is definitely a treat on this end to be the interviewer. So today, I've already said it, but Kristen Johnson is my special guest. She is the owner and the founder of the coffee bar located in Hickory, actually on the first floor of Market on Main. And I'll let her tell you a little bit more about her business here shortly. But just to intro her, she is an entrepreneur. She's also a proud mom. She started as a coffee trailer during the pandemic. So starting a business up in the midst of a global pandemic is quite the feat. But she turned what was a passion. So she is a foodie by nature. She loves great quality food and drinks. Foodie by nature into an actual entrepreneurial venture that's been very successful. So she gleaned her experience from multiple different businesses in the food industry. And now, and she realizing, and this is so true, isn't it? You realize that your past experiences somehow build up to your true passion and calling in life. So she founded the coffee bar, like I mentioned, in 2020. So Kristen, thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to shine a light and just have a fun conversation with you.
Hey, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here, and I've been looking forward to this opportunity. So I'm glad. I'm just tickled that we have this time together. All right. So as we include in every interview, which could arguably be the favorite part of our viewers, is what we call a rapid fire Q&A session. So hopefully with these questions, you guys will get to know Kristen a little bit better. Maybe you've stopped in her shop before. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're just hearing about the coffee bar for the first time, and that's a great thing as well. But maybe you don't know about Kristen, the entrepreneur and the mom. So we're going to hopefully find out a little bit more about you, Kristen. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what is one item on your bucket list?
To travel to Mexico.
All right. What is your personal motto?
A small thing to a giant.
Love that. If you could describe your life as a drink that one could order at the coffee bar, what would that be?
A lemon drop martini.
So a little bit sweet, yeah, I like it. A little bit sweet and a little bit sour. I like that.
Yes.
So what was the first job that you received a paycheck for?
Golden Corral.
Nice. Okay, give your younger self advice using only 5 words or less.
Listen to your elders.
And isn't that the truth? Who would you consider your greatest mentor?
My grandma.
Oh, grandma. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh my gosh. When people stare at me.
Like what I'm doing right now. Gee. Okay, so what is the best business advice you've received to date?
To just be patient and keep going and don't give up.
Love that.
Mhm.
What word would you use to best describe entrepreneurship?
Wow.
Every day is different. Yes. Okay, what's an experience you've had lately that you would rate a 10 out of 10?
Joining the chambers.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks, Kristen. It's been a privilege to get to know you. So thank you for making that investment. All right. And then you are famous for blank. Fill in the blank.
My fraps and my lattes.
Now, what kind of flavors do people take? Like, what's the most popular flavor of frap?
I would probably say the caramel macchiato, a marble mocha, and a white chocolate.
Oh, that sounds good. I might have to come get one of those after this. Oh, we have a comment from Facebook. Thank you. Thank you to those of you that are watching. So Kristen has the best personality. I had the pleasure of helping her helping me at the taco bar yesterday at Market on Main. So you must have waited on them and they had a great experience. So great. Thank you guys for commenting. All right. Well, Kristen, so tell me a little bit. Well, first of all, give me all the detail. Like, where's the coffee bar located? Like, where are you sitting right now? And then maybe a little bit about the products and services that you offer there.
Okay. So right now I am in the coffee bar located inside of Market on Main in the lower level, right on off of First Ave. If anybody knows where the ABC store is downtown and Las Isabelas, I'm right across the street from there. And Duke's is on top. The warehouse Cuban Cantina is across the hall. So a lot of times people kind of get, they need to understand, want an understanding of actually what we are. So we're one building with different places inside.
Well, really, really and truly, that has become quite the destination in downtown Hickory. I mean, you've got the full service restaurant up top. You've got the fun cantina next door with Cuban food, which you have, I'm sure if people haven't tried it, like you've got to go try it. Great lunch spot. And then you've got the coffee bar where you're serving up all the things from coffee to smoothies to fraps to even martinis.
Yep, and wine and beer.
And I'll say too, it's been a great spot to have a meeting as well. So Kristen, I don't know if you want to give a shout out to any of the groups that are meeting there currently.
Yes, it's the Leads group. The Wednesday Leads group, definitely a shout out every other Wednesday at 8:00 sharp.
Yes, so our Wednesday Leads exchange group has made a home at the coffee bar with Kristen. And so if you have ever thought about joining a Leads group, to those of you that are watching, reach out to the chamber and we'll be happy to plug you in to that. And maybe if you join the Wednesday, you'll get to see where the coffee bar is located. So what are some of your favorite products that you sell at the coffee bar?
I would probably say definitely espresso martini has become my favorite. It's because it's getting so popular and I just like making it. I'm gonna go with a dirty chai, which is espresso and chai tea with whatever milk you like, and the cheesecake because we just added cheesecake.
Yum. Yum. All right. And then what are you thinking? What other products are coming? Like, I know you've got some things, you're always mixing up the menu, adding some new things. So what are you excited about that you're adding for the season?
So definitely the fall flavors. Like I want to do like a sweet potato frap. Yeah, yeah, and we have the elderberry in now, and I just got that last week, and so I know in the cooler or in the winter when it's flu season, and of course COVID is still here. Elderberry is really good, so doing some mixed drinks with that.
Well, that sounds really exciting.
Yes.
So how you're in Market on Main now. But as I mentioned earlier, you started your business in 2020. So let's go back to the beginning. So first of all, what made you want to leap headfirst into entrepreneurship and start
Yeah.
this business concept?
So I was working for Copper Bean Coffee and for about a year and a half, and I realized that I did like coffee. I've always been a foodie, like you said earlier, and when I was little, I always thought I was gonna have like a food truck, but you know, I've been in food, it's just a lot, and you got to be really detailed and stuff like that. So that kind of changed, and I started working at Copper Bean, and that's when I realized that I like making drinks, and it's easy, and well, not really easy because it's a whole lot of different drinks you can mix up, and you have to be creative, but it's a lot less mess than food and a lot less time. So I started doing that, and it makes people happy. And so and actually, to answer your question about entrepreneurship, I realized I wanted to do that because I was kind of missing out a little bit on my kids games and stuff like that, and I wasn't spending much time with them because I was working for other people and I had to go by that schedule. So if I had to be late or call out, it was only a few times you could do that before an employer kind of gets frustrated. And so I was like, I need to work for myself, that way I can bring my kids to work with me if I need to.
That's right. Well, that's a good motivator for sure. To
Yeah.
have a flexible schedule. And how neat the fact that you learned the trade
Yes.
with another business. And then during 2020, I think a lot of us sort of rethought, like use that season to rethink, do I need to shift? Like we were all shifting in many different ways last year, like shifting the way we do business, shifting the way we live, shifting schedules, like fill in
Yeah.
the blank, everything changed. And so entrepreneurship was on the rise. At least has been over the past 2 years because of what we've all been going through. So you have a little bit of that story yourself to tell, which is
Yeah. Definitely, because the coffee shop, Copper Bean closed down, and I already had actually bought the trailer, the horse trailer that I converted into the coffee trailer. I already had bought it, but I was kind of just, taking my time on getting it together because I was still working at Copper Bean, and she was a great employer, and so I didn't want to I didn't want to quit and just leave
right.
her with nobody. So then when she closed, it gave me that push to like get on there and get it going.
Well, so you started last year and you converted. Those of you that are watching, I know several. I saw them all over the place. I mean, I saw Kristen off of 4th Street. I saw her off of LR Boulevard quite frequently, and I actually made a couple stops and grabbed my morning jolt from her because I'm definitely a support local coffee always kind of a person. And then I see that you make this big announcement that you're at home in Market on Main. So tell us about that transition and how that worked out.
So basically, so January came and I was still on a trailer, and I think I did my last job at an elementary school out in Catawba. And I just remember it was just so cold, and I knew it just really was time for me to transition. It was successful. Everybody loved it, but like I say, go back to my kids. I couldn't even bring them with me on the trailer, so I needed to move into a brick and mortar. And I met Duke of the Market on Main and John Duke, and I came and eat lunch here one day at a cantina, and he showed me this side over here and was like, I got something for you. If you want to, if you want to move in, you can. And that's kind of how it went.
Well, I think that's a great location for you. And we do have a question from Facebook. Do you offer other drinks such as teas? And do you offer food?
So, me personally, for on the food part, I only do bagels and avocado toast since he has 2 restaurants in here, and you know how that is. And so, from 11 to 3, you can order from the cantina. And My food, just avocado toast and the bagels you can get anytime while I'm here. And then I do have hot teas, chai tea. The elderberry can be turned into a tea as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So great avocado toast and bagels and some tea. So that's good for those that don't prefer coffee or prefer tea over coffee. All right. Well, thank you. I'll continue to ask questions as you'd like. So let's talk a little bit about your vision for your business. So looking forward, so cast a vision for us. What are your goals? What do you hope to achieve with this venture over the next 5 years?
So I hope to just, continue to bring, different things to the community. I want to also bring jobs. So I would like to hire a few people and then build my brand and add more locations within a building. I like how this is in an established building already. So I would like that to be kind of and I didn't even know that until I started, this one here, but I like that it's already, established business. So I want more coffee shops or more coffee bars in building, like in businesses that's already established.
Kristen, I think that's wonderful. What if you would ask our viewers one thing, how can they support you? So to tell them a couple ways that they can support you in this business venture.
They can go follow my page on Facebook and Instagram at the Coffee Bar, at HKY on Facebook, and on Instagram is the Coffee Bar at the Market. And they can share my page, come in, just check it out. Even if they don't drink coffee, just come in and look around, maybe bring a friend. And like I said, I have more than just coffee. I have tea and smoothies and wine and beer. So just come in and check us out.
So Kristen, what are your hours of operation?
So I'm closed Sunday and Mondays for right now. Hopefully that'll change when I can get some help. And I'm open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 3, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. And that's it right now.
Okay. We do have another question from Facebook. Do you have muffins or sweet treats every day?
Oh, yes, I forgot. I have muffins. I usually carry blueberry, chocolate, and banana nut, and I have cheesecakes and cake pops.
And then someone says you have great smoothies. And I know you mentioned your smoothies earlier, but you have a smoothie fan here.
Yes.
Well, Kristen, what else? Is anything else that you want us to know about the coffee bar? Anything you want the viewers to know about your business, and anything you have planned coming up that you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, and I will say my smoothies, I have mango, pineapple, banana, strawberry, and a breakfast smoothie is banana, almond milk, honey, granola, and all that good stuff in that breakfast smoothie. So that's the kind of smoothies I have. And I am looking to start Wind Down Wednesdays at night. So the coffee bar will be open Wednesday evenings. I think we're going to start in like 2 weeks.
Awesome. So that's a great reason to follow her on Facebook or on Instagram so that you can find out more information about her Wind Down Wednesdays. We do have another fun question from Facebook. So what is the most creative coffee drink you have attempted to create, but didn't necessarily turn out as expected?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but actually all of them that I attempt to make come out pretty great. I can't think of one that didn't come out as I wanted to come out. I did a lot of fraps on a trailer, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Twigs and Reese's, and those are really good and really popular. I just didn't carry them here.
That's fun. Now, do you ever have any guests that come in and just, decaf coffee, a smidge of almond milk, smidge of oat milk, one pump of this, that, and the other, and you do it all, right? You do it all.
I do it all. So I have this one lady, she gets just chai tea with water.
Okay.
So that's probably one of that one is a little different, but usually everybody lets me do my own thing and I get real crazy.
I love it. I love it. Any other questions from Facebook? I'll kind of stall for a minute and see if you guys have any other questions. And Kristen, if you have anything else you'd like to share, feel free to throw that in there.
Okay. I will say that the cheesecakes are baked by a baker that we partnered with recently, and they're really good, really rich. I also can offer delivery through Sidecar Delivery, which is a local delivery business. And I think that's about it for right now.
Well, you have lots of fans on Facebook right now. Someone else said, awesome, my favorite coffee spot. So again, those of you that are watching, I want to thank you so much for engaging with this conversation and just stopping in to say hello to Kristen and learn a little bit more about her business. I want to thank you in advance for supporting her business. I mean, she's still in her really startup phase, so she really needs your support. Come visit her at the Market on Main, which is located in downtown Hickory. She's on the first floor, right off of Main Avenue, right? Is it Main Avenue, Kristen?
Yep. Main Avenue. And I will say the parking is small here. So you can always park on the next street over where Duke's is in the back and come down the stairs or across the street.
Awesome. And then go ahead and follow her on Facebook and on Instagram so you can be the first to find out about Wind Down Wednesdays that she's starting in a couple of weeks. So again, Kristen, thank you for letting me spend this time with you and have this conversation to put you in the spotlight a little bit.
Thank you, Lindsay. Oh, and I will say one more thing that I'm adding is coffee boxes. And you can do those to go. So those are great for offices and meetings. And I can bring them to you, or you can come pick them up.
Awesome. Great to know. Great to know. Again, Kristen, thank you. You guys support the coffee bar in downtown Hickory. I want to thank you for stopping in and for stopping your scroll to spend some time with us. Those of you that made it through the whole video or you're watching the replay, it means a lot to us and also means a lot to this small business. Our next segment is October the 13th, and I hope that you'll make a little note on your calendar to join us same time, same place on Facebook for our next Facebook Live Q&A series. I also want to say another shout out, thank you to Hickory Real Estate Group for being our series sponsor for the entire year. And again, another shout out to Kristen Johnson, founder and owner of the coffee bar in downtown Hickory, for being my special guest today. So again, those of you that are in this region, I want to thank you for supporting local business. Thank you for partnering with your chamber. And until next time, again, October 13th, we'll see you soon.